Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Pawan and our today's Java topic is multi-threading in Java. In this topic we will discuss what is multi-threading. First I will start with what is thread, next what is process, next what is multi-threading, then we will discuss what are the advantages of the multi-threading and then we will discuss how we can create thread or ways to create thread. Next and at last we will discuss how what is daemon thread. So I will start with what is thread. So in Java, thread is nothing but it is a part of process or sub part of process which performs some task, or we can say it is a sub part or sub process that executed independently. So when we call process, at that time the I will put some light on process. What is process? So the process is nothing but we can say if the any program is executed, then we can say the process is going on. It means the execution of the program is known as the process. The process can be divided into sub parts, and the sub parts we can call it as a sub process. So that sub process or the sub part of the process is known as the thread. Next, what is multi-threading? So when we execute multiple thread simultaneously, and if this thread performing some task, then that is known as the multi-threading. It means by use of the two or more thread, we divide our process into sub process, and that sub process is executing the task or the process, that is known as the multi-threading. So multi-threading probably, or now we can say what is need of the multi-threading or why multi-threading is needed. So the when we have to perform multiple tasks, so or simply we can say the execution of the program start from it is execution of the program is going by line, and if there is a if you considering execution, at that time at least one thread should be present in program. So that one thread is nothing but our main thread. So the JVM calls main thread, and that main thread start its working from starting of the main method to its ending, and it execute each and every statement whatever we written inside the main method. But in that case, if there are the multiple tasks that we have provided to perform to main method, in that case it is time consuming process. If we divide that process into multiple part, so that sub part is known as a thread, and if this sub parts performing that task whatever we defined or we given to them, then it is called as a multi-threading. Next I will explain how we can create the threads. Before explaining creating way, I will explain what is the advantages of the multi-threading. So the first advantages of the multi-threading is we can achieve the maximum utilization of the CPU by using the multi-threading. And next advantage of the multi-threading is it reduces the time, it means it saves the time. Also there is one advantages of the multi-threading is it provide fast response to user. It means by executing tasks simultaneously, we providing the better experience to user. So as we know, we are performing multiple tasks or multiple thread, we are executing multiple thread together, that is multi-threading. In that case, it reduces the execution time. So there is the advantage of the multi-threading. It is a time saving process, or it is a time saving. So these were the some advantages of the multi-threading. Next I will explain what are the ways by using this way we create the threads. So the first way to create the thread is by extending the thread class. And second way to create the thread is by implementing runnable interface. I will explain them one by one. First I will start with the first one, that is by extending the thread class. So in Java there is a one class by name thread which is already defined in a java.lang package. So if you extend class into our current class, so that class becomes a thread. So I will explain the step how we can create the thread by using the thread class. First we create the current class. In current class we use with current class name we use the extend keyword which extend the thread class. So the thread class having its own run method. When we talk about the run method, we override that method, and the method body, whatever logic we have to or whatever task we have to perform, that write inside that method body. So the inbuilt method of the thread class is override by our created thread class method. The method body of that run method body is act as a thread. So we can say the body of the run class is a body of the thread, or we can write the tasks that we have to perform inside that body. So that was the first way to create the thread. Next is the second way. So the second way is by implementing the runnable interface. As we know, in Java the interface is having the abstract method. So to achieve the 100% abstraction we using the interface. So we can't extend interface, we have to implement it. So same happen in this case. We implements the interface, and in that case if we implements the runnable interface, so it is a way to create the class, to create the thread. So the runnable interface having its own abstract method, and that is a run method. So by overriding that method, we create the thread. So the inside that method body we write the task or the logic that we have to execute. So that is the second way to create the thread. Next I will explain what is a daemon thread. So there are, as we know, in multi-threading there are multiple threads, but when we call about or when we discuss about the daemon thread, that is a thread that executed in background. It means the thread with very less priority, or we can say the lowest priority level is 1, and it is that range is between 1 to 10. So the daemon thread is a thread having the lowest priority than lowest priority level. It means the thread which priority is less than 1. So that is a daemon thread. And when we have to execute some tasks or perform some tasks in the background, that time we make thread as a daemon thread. So simply by using the thread class object we can make the thread as a daemon thread. So guys, that was all about the multi-threading in Java. Thank you so much.